A very good afternoon, class. So, as you all know, we have started with a new chapter yesterday. Before moving on, let's have a quick revision at what did we start with yesterday. So, as I told you, the right side picture represents a mother. The left hand side is nothing but the child which comes into being because of this mother who gives birth to this particular child. And this child comes in existence when it is registered by following the procedures laid down by the Companies Act 2013. And you all had guessed the answer, which was correct. We were learning, or yesterday we started about learning formation of a company. So a company comes into formation by registering or incorporating it with the registrar of company. He is the one who is given authority by the law to register and bring into existence the company in the state where the company's registered office is to be located. So class, we are covering none other than our secretarial practice, chapter 3, formation of a company. So let's move on. Do you remember this particular image? I explained it to you all yesterday. And the reason behind showing you this particular image was because this is similar to the stages in the formation of the company. The formation of the company is done in 3 different stages. That is, number 1, promotion. Second, incorporation of a company. And third, commencement of business. So the smart code of stages of formation of a company is nothing but PIC. PIC. So our topic for today deals with the first stage, the phase 1, that is the promotion stage. So here we start. So let's have a look at the introduction. What do you mean by promotion? Promotion means taking all the necessary steps to incorporate a company as per the provisions of Companies Act 2013. So it is all the necessary and required steps which is undertaken by the people, by the persons to incorporate or register a company as per provisions of Companies Act 2013. The persons who undertake the process of promotion of a company are called as promoters. So the person who are working upon the formation of a company, the initiative, the leadership those persons take are called as promoters. Now these promoters or persons can be an individual, it can be a partner, it can be any company, association, or a syndicate. Now what is the meaning of syndicate? Syndicate is nothing but group of organizations or individuals who have come together to promote a common interest. So the promoters can be any one of the 5 mentioned just now. So I hope you all are clear with the meaning of promotion. Now let's see the definition of promoters as given in your text and as per the section of Companies Act. So section 2 of 69 of the Companies Act 2013 defines the term promoter as a person who has been named as such in the prospectus or is identified by the company in the annual return, or who has control over the affairs of the company directly or indirectly, whether as a shareholder, director, or otherwise, or in accordance with whose advice, directions, or instructions the board of directors is accustomed to act. So promoters has got 3 different definitions as per section 2 of 69. So the first definition tells you all that he or she will be the promoter because it is given in the prospectus or is identified by the company in the annual return. So in the next slide, I will be explaining you all what is the meaning of prospectus and annual return. But class, those who are listening to my videos regularly, you must have paid attention. I explained the word prospectus to you all when we were learning the distinguish between public company and private company. So in short, I'll tell you again, prospectus is nothing but a booklet, a book wherein all the information regarding the company is printed A to Z. And this is done by the company when it requires money or it asks the public, the general public, to buy the share of its company. At that particular time, the company issues a prospectus. Also, I gave you an example when you're going to take admission in colleges. While you go for asking admission, they give you a booklet on which it is written prospectus of that particular college for the academic year, and all the details regarding what all activities happen, what all courses are offered, who's the principal, who's the committee, who's the management, everything is mentioned in that particular booklet, and that booklet is called as prospectus. In the similar manner, the company issues prospectus, which is nothing but for general public, when the company asks the public to invest in the shares of the company. Second is, as per the definition, it states that who has control over the affairs of the company directly or indirectly. So who are the owners of the company? You all have studied last time, the shareholders. And who are the managers of the company? The board of directors. The third definition tells you all the advice, the directions or instructions of whose the board of director has to follow. So that person can be called as a promoter. So I hope you all are clear with all the three definitions. Very important line, pay attention in this. However, a person who is assisting the promoter in a professional capacity, like a lawyer, an accountant, etc., cannot be called as a promoter. Now, all this has to be done legally, class. So, wherein the legal matters pop in, then their professional people are required, like the lawyer who has got knowledge of the law, the court, all the sections, etc. An accountant, that is who has done CS or CA. So these people who are assisting the persons in the formation of the company cannot be called as a promoter. Are you all clear with this? Okay. Moving on to the next topic. That is, as you all know, we are continuing the stage 1, that is promotion stage. So as I told you, class, in this particular slide, we'll be seeing the meaning of prospectus and annual return. So let's have a look. So the first is prospectus. Prospectus is nothing but a document, as I told you, issued by a public company, because this is issued only when the company buys shares from the public, tells the public to invest in the shares of their company, to invite the public to subscribe or buy its shares at the time of public offer. So at that particular time, the company has to issue prospectus. Annual return, it is a yearly statement prepared by the company which gives information about a company's ownership, activities and financial position, and is filed with ROC. So this is a yearly statement. Every year the company prepares this particular statement showing what it has done throughout the year, all the activities, all the ownership, who's the manager, who's the owner, and financial position, where it is standing right now in this particular year. All this is disclosed legally and filed with Registrar of Companies. So that is annual return. Annual means yearly. And prospectus, it is only established at the time when the company is planning to take money from the public by giving them the shares of the company. So I hope you all are clear with the two terms, prospectus and annual return. All right. Now let's have a look. What is the role of the promoters, or what are the important activities the promoters have to undertake? Promoters are the one who come up with the idea of starting a business. They are the one जहाँ पे idea पनपता है, ये सोच आती है कि हम एक कंपनी शुरू करनी चाहिए, उस बंदे को बोलते हैं promoter. They decide what is the objective of the business, what will be the amount of capital required, what will be the scale of business operation, etc. They decide कि कंपनी क्यों बना रही, what is the aim, what is the objective, कितना पैसा लगेगा, what will be the scale, small scale, large scale या medium scale की industry है. All the decision is taken by the promoters of the company. Moving on to the next one. The promoters prepare various documents which are needed for incorporation or registration of a company. As I told you, there are two important documents of the company, which are they class? Memorandum of Association and Articles of Association. In Memorandum of Association, what all things are mentioned? The aims and objectives, the mission, the vision statement, क्यों, किस लिए, क्या, कब, कैसे, all this is mentioned in memorandum. Whereas Articles of Association refers to जो internal rules and regulations which will be followed by each and every employee of the company, each and every person related to that company is mentioned in Articles of Association. So who are responsible for making these documents, for preparing these documents? None other than the promoters. They approach the investors for collecting capital for the company. They are the ones who will be going to different persons in order to collect and convince them to invest their money in their business, in their company. The promoters often nominate themselves as the first directors of the company and the first subscribers to the memorandum and articles of association. As the entire initiative is taken by the promoters, so they nominate themselves as the first directors of the company. They are the first directors and they are the first subscribers to both the documents, MOA and AOA. The promoters can enter into contract with the third parties on behalf of the proposed company. Now they are the ones, they are the karta, dharta, they are the ones who are bringing the company, who are introducing the company. Okay? So they can enter into contract with the third party on behalf of proposed company. To give you an example, you must have seen nowadays big celebrities like Akshay Kumar or Salman Khan or Shah Rukh Khan. They introduce many new generation kids, you know, like Ahana Pandey hai, then Alia Bhatt ke time pe bhi they were there. Then in order to cast Sonakshi Sinha, Salman Khan took the efforts to introduce her. So in this way, they are the promoters. They are the one who takes the effort. Got it? तो वहाँ पे अक्षय कुमार और सलमान खान और शाहरुख खान they become the promoters of these new children, जो उनको promote करते हैं. So in the similar manner, these are the persons because of whom company आने वाली है, introduce होने वाली है. So they have the right to enter into contracts with the third party on behalf of the company. So these contracts are called as pre-incorporation contracts or preliminary contracts. अभी अक्कल वाली बात है, कंपनी एग्जिस्ट नहीं हुई है, आने वाली है, करेक्ट. सो बिफोर दैट यू आर डूइंग, सो बिफोर को हम क्या बोलते हैं? प्री इनकॉर्पोरेशन. एक बार रजिस्टर हो जाएगी तो वो क्या हो जाएगा? पोस्ट इनकॉर्पोरेशन. अंडरस्टूड? सिमिलरली 12th स्टैंडर्ड के लिए आपने सुना होगा प्रीलिम एग्जाम्स होते हैं. बिफोर दे गिव देयर बोर्ड एग्जाम्स हम उनका प्रीलिम एग्जाम लेते हैं. व्हाट इज प्रीलिम एग्जाम? बिफोर द बोर्ड एग्जाम वी आर प्रिपेयरिंग देम, करेक्ट. So similarly, before the company comes into existence, the promoters can enter into contract with the third party. So they are called as pre-incorporation contract or preliminary contract. So for example, क्या contracts हो सकते हैं? Preparing and printing the memorandum, the articles of association, hiring office premises, company का office कहाँ पे होगा, जगह कहाँ पे होगी, वो खरीदना, उस एग्रीमेंट में जाना, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बनाना, ऑल दीज आर टर्म्ड एज प्रिलिमिनरी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स. और ये राइट किसका है? प्रमोटर्स, करेक्ट. सो मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, The promoters have fiduciary duties towards the company they are setting up. So again, a new word class, fiduciary. We'll come to that just after 2 minutes. They are supposed to act in such a manner so as to protect and promote the interest of the proposed company. They cannot make any secret profits while promoting a company. Alright? So वो लोग जो भी काम कर रहे हैं ईमानदारी से करना, trustworthiness होना चाहिए. So as you can see, they have given the meaning of fiduciary. Means a person has to act in good faith and trust put upon him by another person. In short, if you are the promoters of the company, you have to be ईमानदार, नियत साफ होनी चाहिए. That means कोई छुपे हुए तुम्हारे secret missions या actions नहीं होना चाहिए, लालच नहीं आना चाहिए तुम्हारे पास. So तुम एक ऐसे बंदे होने चाहिए जिसपे the company can trust. You should be a trustworthy person. So promoters have got a fiduciary duty. They are supposed to act in such a manner to protect and promote the interest of the proposed company, and there should be no motive of making any secret profits while promoting a company. जो भी काम करेंगे, they have to do it ईमानदारी से. They have to do it on the basis of trust. Trustworthiness होना चाहिए. Okay. So I hope you all are following with what are the role of the promoters. The promoters have to disclose any personal interest they have in a transaction they have entered on behalf of the proposed company. In short, they have to be clear about all their actions. अगर ये लोग contract में जा रहे तो क्यों जा रहे, किसके साथ जा रहे, किस लिए जा रहे हैं. So they have to disclose everything. They can't keep anything secret. After incorporation, the company compensates the promoter by reimbursing them the expenses incurred by them in the promotion of the company, known as preliminary expenses. तो कंपनी बनने से पहले जो भी खर्चा होगा, that is borne by the promoters. एक बार कंपनी तैयार हो गई, खड़ी हो गई, then after it comes into existence, then the company returns back, reimburses the promoters जो भी उनका expenses लगा promotion of the company, formation of the company में, और वो expenses को बोला जाता है preliminary expenses. Immediately after the incorporation of the company, the board of directors takes the charge of the management of the company. So before incorporation या register होने तक company किसके हाथों में होती है? Promoters. Once the incorporation is done, automatically it gets transferred. The management comes in the hands of board of directors. So इसको तुम ऐसे link कर सकते हो. Before birth, till the delivery time, the doctor, the nurses, everyone is responsible. And after delivery, the boy is taken, he is cleaned, अच्छे से उसको wrap किया जाता है, separate रखा जाता है. Once, after some time, the baby is given to the mother. So ownership transfer हो जाती है. So that is how the link is there between before incorporation, promoters are responsible. After incorporation, board of directors come into picture. So with this, the role of promoters comes to an end. So I hope you all followed what is the role of a promoter basically. He is the one जो ये idea लेके आते कि भाई हमें ये company start करनी चाहिए. He is the one who brings the idea. Now this promotion stage is divided into 5 different stages. तो प्रमोशन भी इतने आसानी से नहीं होता है. There are 5 stages involved in the promotion of a company. One by one we'll have a look, but before that brief में एक idea दे देती हूँ what are those 5 stages. So the very first stage, as you can see, is coming up with the business idea or business activity. पहले तो आपको idea इजाद करना है. Then second, you have to prepare a financial plan. कितना पैसा लगेगा, what will be the scale of the business, why you have to frame the company, कितना capital you will be requiring, all that. Prepare a draft of memorandum of association and articles of association. you have to prepare the two main important documents of the company. After that, ऑफिस के लिए जगह, ये कौन ड्राफ्ट करेगा, कौन प्रिंट करेगा, उसके साथ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में जाना पड़ता है. So entering into preliminary contract. And last but not the least, you are appointing the first directors of the company. ये सब कुछ सुन के तुम्हें ऐसा लगा तुमने अभी अभी ये सारे प्रोसीजर्स पीछे ही देखे, करेक्ट? They are the one who comes up with the idea. They will decide what will be the objective, amount of capital, operation of business, then entering into contract with the third party called as preliminary contracts. Then they are the first directors and first subscribers to memorandum and articles. So वही सारे रोल को शॉर्टकट में stages में convert किया है. So these are the main 5 stages in the promotion of a company. So quickly we'll have a look at this. The promoters comes up with a business activity that they wish to undertake. They choose a business activity after studying various factors like scope of the business, competition in the market, availability of factors of production, applicable laws, etc. Based on this, they will prepare a business plan. So they study all the various aspects, क्या scope रहेगा, large scale, medium scale, small scale, competition क्या है, किस type का competition चल रहा है market के अंदर, availability of factors of production. There are 4 factors of production class, keep in mind: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur or the businessman. So there are 4 factors of production which helps in the success of a business activity. So that is what is coming up with the business idea or activity. So aajkal in every line you will find there is lot of competition which is going on. Usually before such was not the scene. But today you will find competition in each and every area, be it for small kids, be it for the young generation, be it for any industry who has to come into being. You have to face the competition and you have to be a beater. You have to beat the product because aajkal consumers have become very choosy. If they don't like a product, फटक से उनका likes बदल जाता है. They leave your product and switch on to the next one. So it is very difficult to maintain that customer ka loyalty. So for that purpose, your business idea or activity has to be that strong, which can attract the customers and retain them for a longer period of time. Unki loyalty tumhe mil sake. That's what is more important. So once you're setting up, once you're clear with kya business karne wale ho, kis type ka business karoge, then you will come up with the second stage, that is you will prepare the financial plan. The promoters decide the scale of operation and accordingly prepare the financial plan. The financial plan gives the details of the amount of capital which is needed and from where to raise it. Kahan se aayega itna paisa? So if your business is of a small scale, limited capital लगेगा, जैसे sole trader का हो गया, partnership का हो गया, ठीक है, या joint Hindu family का, मतलब family business के अंदर से manage हो जाएगा. If it is medium to large scale business, then you require capital from the public या outside investors लगेंगे. So depending upon that, financial plan will help you out कि कितना पैसा चाहिए and what are the different options you can select, कहाँ से raise करना है. The next important step is to draft the 2 important documents of your company, that is memorandum of association and articles of association. Promoters prepare the draft of 2 most important documents, MOA and AOA, which is to be submitted along with the application for incorporation of a company to the registrar of companies. जैसे आप बैंक अकाउंट में जाते हैं and if you want to open an account with the bank, they ask you के आपका फॉर्म के साथ साथ 2 फोटो लगेंगी, साइन लगेगा, आधार कार्ड, पैन कार्ड, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल, ये डॉक्यूमेंट्स लगेंगे. They tell you like that, ना? In the similar manner, जब आप कंपनी को रजिस्टर करवाने जाओगे with the registrar of company, they will tell you कि we require 2 important documents which are related to the company. So सबसे पहले तो ये डॉक्यूमेंट बनाना पड़ेगा, प्रिंट आउट लेना पड़ेगा, ड्राफ्ट प्रिपेयर करना पड़ेगा, that which you will be submitting to the registrar, जिनको देखने के बाद he will decide कि ठीक है ड्राफ्ट बराबर है, now you can go and print the final copy, you start with the procedure, by the time I will start your incorporating process. तब वो ग्रीन सिग्नल देगा, वो कौन? रजिस्ट्रार ऑफ कंपनीज. So once he gives the green signal, then the promoters enter into preliminary contract. So on behalf of the proposed company, the promoters may enter into preliminary contracts with the third parties. As I told you, it can be related to printing and drafting of the documents, or it can be hiring the space wherein आपका company खड़ा होगा, office बनेगा, all that. So they enter into such contracts so that the company can start its business activity immediately after the incorporation. मतलब without time waste, फटाफट से हम क्या शुरू कर सकते हैं उसके functions. And last but not the least, appointing the first directors. So as we saw, promoters have to appoint the first directors who will take the charge of the management of the company immediately after its incorporation. The promoters often nominate themselves as the first directors of the company. अभी जरूरी नहीं है जो promoters है वही board of directors बने. Generally they nominate themselves, ठीक है, and then voting system is done. As we saw, the board of directors is selected, that is the elected members from the shareholders. But generally the promoters nominate themselves, correct? अगर vote मिला तो they can become one of the board of directors. नहीं मिला, depending upon the majority, the board of directors team can be completely new, which can be from the representatives, elected representatives of the shareholders. So promoters, as being the initial startups of the company, they appoint themselves, nominate themselves as the first directors of the company. If not, depending upon the majority who wins, then उस हिसाब से the management committee, that is the board of directors का committee is being formed. So with this class, we have finished the first stage of incorporation of a company, and I hope you all must have followed कैसे start होता है the first stage of promotion of a company. Now tomorrow we'll be starting with the second phase or stage 2. ये incorporation और registration कैसे होता है company का. All right. So we stop here for today class. Thank you so much for listening to me. Take care, stay safe, keep studying, and if any doubt, please let me know in the comment section. So thank you so much class for listening to me. I stop here for today.